Art. Defined as an expression of an individual's creative skill, imagination, and talents, whether it be physical craft or instrumental abilities, shared on a specific medium. Of course, there are many different kinds of ways to express your creative capabilities, and some choose to express it with, you guessed it based on the title, Amiibo customizations. Yes, many creative minds have flocked to the idea of making their own Amiibo figurines based on their own personal flavors. Some designs really epic and amazing, and some others, well, not exactly close to the qualification of good in some people's standards. Regardless, today we'll be taking a dive into the art and beauty of custom Amiibo and the many shapes and forms that they take. For this video, I'll be giving all you viewers a quick lesson on the craftsmanship of custom Amiibo. We'll be going over such elements of custom Amiibo like how they're made, what tools are used to create them, and why some choose to create them at all. Before we get into the video though, I want to point out that something very important that some might not realize, and that's the fact that most of the time, custom Amiibo are for aesthetical changes exclusively, and are not customized in the sense of reprogramming the Amiibo to have different functions in games. With that all being said, let's all get into the video. First, let's think for a quick second. What exactly are custom Amiibo? Well, it's simply when an artist or anyone else interested in custom Amiibos and Amiibos for that matter, it's when they attempt to make their own homebrew Amiibo. For a simple example, see the Smash Bros. Wario figure here? Well, someone actually recreated the Amiibo literally as Shrek, basically an entire reincarnation rooted from what once was originally a Wario Amiibo. That is what custom Amiibo are in the simplest terms. Now, why in the earth do people feel the need to go and customize something that looks already potentially beautiful? Hey, I'm not saying Peach is hot or anything, don't get any funny ideas there. The reasoning behind people making custom Amiibo can vary too. Some may be selling it online to someone who requested it, some might be making it for someone's birthday. There are even cases where the custom Amiibo are made due to the lack of an existing official Amiibo of that character in the marketplace. There's so many reasons for someone to go and spend the money on material to customize Amiibo, but all the reasons have one thing in common. They're all expressions of that person's inner imagination and creativity. Now it seems as if making custom Amiibo is as simple as 1, 2, 3. I really wish I could tell you all that. Then I'd be able to end this video here and now and relieve stress in my body, but alas, I still gotta do my deed and proceed to educate you all. But I can't tell you such, cause crafting custom Amiibo can mostly be a rather challenging task. Well, unless you aren't taking the project seriously or if you're just a professional artist, whether it just be simply painting the figures themselves or going as far as to ripping the whole arms off or melting the plastic just to get the right angle. Jeez, imagine how those poor Amiibo feel. The craft put into these figures is beyond dedication in on itself. The directions and preferences in making custom Amiibo though are varied amongst everyone, however, so unfortunately I won't be able to help you all with making your very own custom Amiibo. For more in-depth material and tutorials on how Amiibo making is done by professionals, and to just get a general feel on how it's done by people who have perfected the craft, go scouring online for some YouTube channels who've dedicated themselves to customizing Amiibo. Such users include Gandacris and Kuggle. Don't kill me if I butchered those. Heck, there's even an entire video on the channel Nintendo Wire dedicated as a guide to the viewer to make their own custom Amiibo, and I have to admit that that video certainly outclasses this one. And no, this is not a paid promotion, I swear. But don't get too bummed out about this as, now I have to show you all how I do it myself. Fortunately for you viewers, in this video, I'll be teaching you how to create your own custom Amiibo. For the sake of example, I want to make myself a Shadow the Hedgehog Amiibo, considering he isn't an existing Amiibo character currently as of this video. So first off, and arguably the hardest part, we need to find ourselves an Amiibo that closely resembles Shadow the Hedgehog. Another thing I also want to point out that's pretty helpful is that most people should use a picture of reference. Some people even like to sketch out a pose of what they're trying to sculpt and proceed in the operation of the custom Amiibo.
You know, I've heard they had a lot of copies of Big Chungus at this place.
Yes. This is the one. Alright guys, so today we're going to be starting on making our Shadow the Hedgehog Amiibo. We're going to be using the Animal Crossing Mabel Amiibo as a good example. First, I'll be going over the various supplies you need. You need some glue, scissors, though an X-Acto knife is preferred, the correct color paint for the amiibo you're customizing, paintbrushes, unless you want to use your fingers, tweezers, modeling wire, though that's only if you're using clay, a lot of patience, and finally, a gun. Why do you need a gun exactly? Well, just in case you get angry at the amiibo, you can always destroy it. Alright guys, let's get started. This sucks. Some may be asking, why aren't we using a Sonic the Hedgehog amiibo? Well, let me ask you this. Why don't you try and find one faster than Sonic going to the grocery store and buying all copies of himself? And then come back and tell me. Oh, jeez. Look at that beautiful amiibo. Got a little glass of water here. We're gonna start off with some black paint. That looks really good, actually. I actually have a much better idea. There we go. Now, let's get painting. Here's the paint. Just want to get to the side now. Paint his ears. Her ears, whoops. Paint the bristles, too. Look at that. Look at that detail. We are getting somewhere. I am smoother at painting than Bob Ross. I want to make this the most emo and edgy hedgehog of all time. I'm gonna paint around. Get rid of those cheeks. Okay guys, you notice the little amount of black paint that's painted on her face? Well, we're gonna cover that in some white. That's a good amount. That thing flowed off like toothpaste. Alright, here we go. Looking just like Mickey Mouse here, I see, Mabel. How's it looking in there, Mabel? Can you see anything? Don't worry, this will be over in no time. Let's see, we want to get a good amount in there. You want to squabble the paint off by beating a paintbrush very hard. Just be careful not to break it. Look at that. That is very pretty. Very beautiful. This may seem like a joke to you guys, but it's not, honest to God. Some slightly discouraging news for you guys. I don't have any red paint to use, so I cut my finger to make sure we get some red in there. See, we want to get our little loss of blood right here and make sure we get Shadow's little, what do you call it? Redness in the back of his hair. Let me just get some off my finger. There we go. Alright, based on the picture preference I'm using, now we're going to attempt to cut Mabel. Alright, so you guys know that one scene in Toy Story 2 where Buzz tries to escape that packaging that the other Buzz put him in? Well, this is kind of what I think. Do Amiibo have feelings too? Alright, so we just got done cutting his arm off. Oh no! I forgot the clay. What's the point of me bringing the wire then? Anyways, let's ignore that. Instead, we're going to paint his eyes. Those eyes look very unclean. I'm legit trying right now. I don't know what to do exactly. Well, here we have it. Mabel transferred into Shadow the Hedgehog. And boy, do the results show. I'm really gonna be honest with you guys. I really don't like the end result. I'm missing something on the eyes here. Well, I had fun with this product. What was the point of me bringing a gun again? Alright, in all seriousness though, all jokes aside, there are actually better tutorials out there that teach you how to legitimately make good amiibo. So use those as a real true preference if you want. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video and tutorials as much as I did creating it. We delved into the reasoning, the craftsmanship, and even got a chance to see live from the classic works of me. And who knows, maybe even in the future I'll cover some of the custom amiibo I've seen in my journeys and showcase them to everyone, to make everyone happy. Now, until next time, to all my viewers, I'll see you soon.